All right, guys, so quads has been absolutely insane lately, and I always tell you guys to get aggressive. You want to pick fights. You want to do everything you can to improve your gameplay. However, quads lately has been, of course, stacky. That's really nothing new, but people have been holding positions, especially mid and in game. This video here, we're going to be specifically talking about fights that you should be taking and fights you should be bailing away from because of players starting to catch on to rotations and holding good positions. If you guys are on the edge in a fight and there's other teams fighting as well, sometimes you just got to leave that fight entirely, rob yourself of those easy kills and get to a spot, because if you overstay that fight a little too long, then even if you win, you go to rotate, you end up getting third partied, or you end up getting gate kept and held. They are in a regain right now, so I don't anticipate them picking the fight with the bounty at all. We do have enough money. Now you have a decision you can make. You can go ahead and get your buy and buy your squad mates back, which is what I would do, or you can sit here and try your best to loot for not only for the reses, but also the loadout. I don't think they're gonna have enough time to get enough money for the loadie. So again, I'll just get my teammates back. I'd rather have 4 people in quads rocking ground loot than sitting here running around by myself. And also we're a little split right now, so we are in a regain again. We're down bad. They want to go to the buy station in Oldtown. I don't really know if this is a good idea, but I land there off rip because there's a stash here. There's going to be other players there as well, so let's see what they end up getting into. And they are still trying to get enough money for their loadie. Now the thing that I'm worried about is, as we're splitting, as green is sitting here looting, that there is an actual team here, and if there is, then Sammy's running into a 1v4 situation and he could absolutely get blown away. Although doors are closed, windows not broken. Luckily for them, nobody's here. And the whole reason I said both of them should have went over here to get the buy off is, one, the flare goes off. If any quad is around, they know that a player just bought his teammate back, meaning they're outnumbered and they could possibly push us. So if you guys are on a regain, make sure when you get your buy, you get your buy quickly and you get the hell out of there. All right, yellow did not get the memo. He's landing on the front. Yellow and blue did not get the memo. It's just lack of comms right here. If they would have calmed they were going here, we could have saved our money and gotten UAVs, self-reses, plate box, the works. And here we are still looting. Not really liking that. Let's go ahead and spectate the players that fell in right here. Okay, black didn't grab his loadie at all. I'm highly confused. So let's talk about momentum, because this is what this squad is lacking big time. Again, initially, when you have the money for the res, go get the reses off instantly, and then 4 of you guys could loot faster than 2. We would have had our loadout. We'd already be moving on. But because they didn't do that, here we are still kind of finally regained, and now we can start thinking about moving out, when I think we should have done that about 2, 3, 4 minutes ago. On top of that, we bought a loadie. They had the free loadie. This happens pretty often, so it's not a huge mistake. But again, I'd rather have some UAVs. If my teammates want to go loadie, we can just go over there, help them, and get ours over there as well. Free loadies on the ground, guys. You gotta use a free loadie. You have to, especially when it's in good position like this. All right, UAV goes up. We've got green pushing into a building. Remember, this is quad, so when you're fighting Oldtown or Lowtown, both of these areas are very, very camp heavy, meaning not just the team you're fighting, but other teams as well. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. So as we're fighting these fights, we have 2 guys pushing one building. You've got your yellow pushing a whole nother building, and we're sitting here holding this. Now, assuming this is the only fight, this isn't a bad scenario because we kind of have line of sight on everybody, except for the fact green goes down. My biggest fear is the fact that another team coming and pushing us. Beamable. Also trigger discipline, guys. Don't pull the trigger if you're not hitting the enemy. If you missed a few shots, man, realign and pull the trigger again. Trigger discipline will help you guys be better with the snaps and just overall have better aim. A lot of players that are struggling with aim, your biggest problem is just spraying and praying, holding and praying to God you can line it up with enemy. But the moment you stop doing that and you only hold the trigger when it's on them, the moment you start missing, you let go and you readjust, you'll instantly become better at aiming. Now remember, there's a spectating glitch, so we can't see all the pings they can see. I hate it. All right, the confusing thing about this is the fact that pink went down, right? And we're still in pursuit. And this is fine, but the problem is we're assuming this is the only player. He might not be the only player. If he had other teammates and we just left our 2 squad mates, one to get the res and one that's down, and the other enemies ended up rushing him, they'd be in a real bad position. So sometimes when your teammates are down, guys, stop the pursuit, play the situation at hand, and then continue on. I think we all get locked in on the kill that we want, and sometimes it costs our team their life. All right, sniper from the gas station. And again, we have several teams here. You have the guy picking up a ping right there on pink going down. You had the guy at gas station as well. He was on UAV, or minimap, I should say. We've got the team over here. And this is one of the reasons why I don't like fighting this, especially the sniper. This area here is very, very building heavy. And the problem with the buildings is they're relatively the same altitude, right? They're the same height. So that gives everybody the same chance of getting that knock. If you get knocked up and your team's not here, you're going to get executed. So I really don't like fighting on these buildings for that reason. We have a glint staring at us right behind. I don't know what the hell to call that. The little dome right behind the dome. I don't think he saw it. I mean, it worked. I mean, it worked. I would have rather got double kill just by pulling my trigger, but if you want to throw a stun, by all means, I guess go ahead and do that. I'm kidding, don't. That was not the play at all. So Pink's running in after a fight. Now Pink's already gone down, chasing a player he probably shouldn't have. Let's go over there and see if he can win this fight or not. And he already did. All right, now look, when it comes to quads, duos and trios and solos, I'll push in this all day. When it comes to quads though, pushing into a building like this is fucking wild. Wild. I hate campers more than anybody on earth, and I promise you this right now, I will try everything in my power to kill a camping team. But in quads, dude, it's very hard for you guys to push in a building, no matter how big or small, no matter the angle or how good you guys are. A 4 stack of bots can still take out a 4 stack of sweats, depending on what corners they're watching, dude. So be very careful when you guys push into buildings like that, especially by yourself. Green was absolutely out of pocket for that push. Highly questionable, to say the least. And I don't think this team is complete trash. They're not. I just think, again, they have a lot of separation in a game mode that requires you to be, you don't have to be stacked, but you have to play together. You have to at least be picking the same fights. The moment Green pushed that fight, the entire squad should have. Y'all need to be on the same page with that. Man, he just stole the crap out of that kill. All right, again, this is the point here. We have enough money to get UAV. I would have everybody just come down here and throw up a UE. 1, we're on the edge of the circle. 2, they got a counter in front of us. We know there's a team out there. And again, because of the area we're in, I know there's going to be several teams, and I want to get an idea of what the hell's around me before it's too late. So I would tell Blue to get his fat ass over here, drop me his fucking sack, and buy a UAV. And this is why. As they're fighting one fight, we've got people above us, footsteps on the bridge. And again, we're out of zone. So if this guy peeks bridge, Green's gonna die. Luckily, he doesn't peek the bro. There it is, a little too late. Oh, he got him. And again, that's why we want a UAV up right now. If you guys have enough money, see this little number right here in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen? That's your overall total cash. If you guys have enough for UAV and you're on the edge of the circle and you're in a bad spot, you need to buy a UAV. It should have been done a long time ago. And now we're being pushed. Enemies near us. Can Blue hold out? We need to get out of here, brother. No! So let's go over the mistakes right there. Again, UAV, we talked about it. We're not gonna say anything else. But instead of pushing out of zone, hold zone. Gatekeep. Do what the enemy team did to us, right? They're sitting under bridge. There's a guy up top. There's a guy on top of bridge, and they held us. Even if the guy wouldn't have knocked us at that building, we would have got knocked and wiped by that squad right there. You've got a whole team under the bridge, actually. And then again, we still had guys on top of the building and on top of the bridge also. But UAV would have solved all that problem. You would have seen what's around you, and you would have been like, never mind, we're not making this push. It was a wild push in general. Don't ever push out of the zone when the zone's closing in, because you never know what kind of fight you're going to get caught up in. You never know how long that fight's going to take. So even if you don't die to gas and you do beat that team, these are the guys you have to worry about. Sick. I love jailbreaks. All right, so let's talk about rotation too, because these guys over here that we're flying to that I want to go spectate, the team that just killed us, they're going to have a hard rotation. They need to go ahead and take zip and pre-rotate the fuck out of the zone. If they don't, they're going to die. They're going to die. Rotating out here in the open with no cover, no concealment at all, it's going to be a death trap, especially if they play the edge the whole time. So let's see if we can catch them out. If I was them, I'd be pre-rotating, which is why I'm heading to the zip right now. We got smoke grenades over here. We might just go see what's popping over here. All right, moving on to this squad right here. And again, we talked about it earlier. They're gonna need to take the zip to get the hell out of here. If you guys are in areas like this and you notice the zone looks like this, try your best to shoot the zips down. Make the enemy's jobs a lot harder. It's very rare we're playing a game and the zips are getting shot down. I don't want you shooting my zips down, but you need to be shooting zips down. Don't let people like this rotate out, because if you are gatekeeping, you get some easy claps from players like this that overstay their welcome. But because lobbies don't like shooting zips down for whatever damn reason, they're able to escape, giving them a perfect opportunity. Again, guys up here on this building should have done that. Is there a guy to our left? I guess not. I don't know what that was, but honestly, good job by Yellow. He noticed his teammates landed on the far side. We landed on the close side. So while the enemies were distracted with him, we were able to basically just shoot him in the back. All right, zone rotates away now. And again, we need to go ahead and start thinking about position. This building right here is going to be the building I would try to get to. Now, I tell you guys a lot, don't put yourself center zone when you're coming in game, because you're going to have everybody looking at you. The beautiful thing about this position here is the fact that it's a rooftop, it's high up, and no matter what way the next zone rotates to, this building's most likely going to be favored. So that's the exact building I would try to get my ass to and get position. You can play aggressive right now if you want, but I promise you it's not the game you want to play. You want to go ahead and start getting your spot. Not to mention, if we can somehow win this fight and take this building over, we got a buy station for us too. And I would definitely try to pick that fight. I don't give a fuck about his bomb drone, nothing. Take the zip. They just shot it down, never mind. Regardless, take this fight, get a knock, get a crack, and push the crap out of this. They're actually smoking out. They might be in a... I don't know what the fuck they're doing. I don't know why they just smoked the whole rooftop. It took 6 smokes to do that. Very questionable. There's not much we can do with that sniper glint under the bridge. I don't know. Hey, maybe he has stick drift and he walked off the ledge on accident. Guys, check out aim controllers today, man. I'm telling you guys right now, if you're looking for a new controller to upgrade to, this is going to be the one to go to. I've had all the pro controllers, and this is by far the best one on the market. Use code Savage, check out for a massive savings. But here we are. All right. Jesus Christ. Look how easy that fight is. And before y'all start screaming bot lobby, that was just a simple third party. They saw the fight taking place. They decided to come up here and third party it. And literally just like shooting fish in a barrel. Okay, that's crazy questionable. Okay. And again, look at the zone. Look at the building that's favored. We called this earlier. We know that this is going to be your best spot. We got to win this fight. If you want to run throwing knives, fine. But you see Leaky sitting on nades. Why has Leaky not cooked and thrown a damn grenade? We've lost our teammate. There's a buy above us. All we have to do is cook one grenade with all 3 of them sitting there, and that's an easy wipe. But he won't. He doesn't. Especially while Yellow was up, cooking a grenade while everyone's focused on him. That would have been perfect, but he's saving his nades for the afterlife. Okay, 2 teammates just got bought back. It's a 3v2 fight. Push this shit before the enemies land. I mean, you got to look up the staircase, big dog. We need to get this fight won. Again, grenades. Use your tools. Use your damn tools, man. It's driving me crazy. They got a flare right there behind the bush, too. Okay, flare. Oh, my God, dude. What's funny to me is even as Leaky and his team are being spammed with grenades, not once does he ever think to himself, maybe, just maybe, I should repay the favor. He didn't notice the flare in the middle of the fight, complete panic mode, didn't even look at his tools. He clearly had no idea he had nades in his inventory. He had to not. There's no way he did. All right, but it is a 3v9 right now. 3 enemy teams up. And the rotation's going to favor the high ground of bridge. So again, right now we're blinding ourselves. I get we're looting, we're doing all this, but this is the moment. These moments here, you need to be looking to try to get a pick. Find out where the enemy teams are. Find out where they're at. That way you can smoke and get safe. Avoid getting shot by them. Enemy to our right-hand side too. Yellow, I think, noticed it because it looks like he's chasing them down. It's going to be a hard fight no matter what. Oh my God. Again, dude, everyone's saving their tacticals and their lethals. I don't get it. You had 2 smoke grenades. I don't care if everything's smoke. Keep smoking deeper as you're running through it. There are 5, 6 enemies on this hill not fighting each other. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to quads. Look at this shit here. Might be 3 separate teams. There are 6. There's only a solo down here. I think the team above us, and then of course the team up top. That's wild. The winning strategy, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing he can do. We can sit here all day and be like, he should have done this. There ain't nothing that man can do. He's fucking dead. He was dead, bro. It was a 4v1? It's a 3v3. 3v2. The enemy on the high ground needs to be peeking this. There's no way they should let us push up to them and win this fight. They have the high ground, but they're playing hella passive right now. And they throw. Again, look, if you're on this high ground position, if you're sitting on that ridge, you've got to always look down and do not let the enemies push up on you. The closer they got, the more spread out they got, the harder it was for the enemy up here to actually win the fight. These were the guys that were sitting 3 ledges below them. Again, just peek down, throw your nades, use your tools, get the kills. Don't throw. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, learn something new, leave a like on it, subscribe today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.